I just want to say a few words about the recently published Jackson report on fixed costs. Maybe the first thing to say is that it is not the anticipated nightmare. On the contrary, those who were worried, I think, can now breathe a pretty deep sigh of relief. What Jackson has proposed, the primary recommendation, is that for cases worth between 25,000 and 100,000 in value, there should be a fixed costs matrix imposed. Now, he's gone back, and correctly so, on what he originally proposed, which was one single set of figures, i.e., so no matter the value between 25 and 100,000, and no matter the complexity of such a matter, the costs would be identical, not any more. On the contrary, he's proposed that there be 4 layers or tiers of costs, and the costs would escalate as the case was ranked higher in the running order. So top level case would attract the most, level 1, bottom, would attract the least in fixed costs. Now, of course, it's going to be interesting to see how cases are allocated, but put very simply, a straightforward road traffic accident worth £30,000, liability admitted, will be at the bottom of the pile. At the top, a clinical negligence claim, liability, causation admitted, quantum at large. That would be, I think, level 4, the top tier. So that's a good thing. So there will be flexibility. We're not going to see one size fits all. Jackson also appreciates that some cases, even though they're worth no more than £100,000, should not be in fixed costs at all, which therefore, of course, means that instead they will, as now, be subject to budgeting, to cost management. So, for example, a difficult clinical negligence claim, a case that's going to last more than 3 days, a case where we need more than 2 experts aside. Those matters, inherently difficult, will be outside the fixed costs proposal. Now, he has suggested, and the Rules Committee, I think, have accepted this, that there should be an experiment, a trial of fixed costs in business disputes worth up to £250,000. But again, please appreciate that that would be entirely voluntary. So if one party said no, it's not going to happen, and a trial is going to take at least, I would have thought, a couple of years. So it's going to be a long way down the line before anything is imposed, if ever, upon the parties. And the final point, which is not mentioned in the report, but which I raised with him on the day that the report was published, which cases are going to be caught by fixed costs. And what he said was that it would be manifestly unfair to move the goalposts, i.e. to take people by surprise with the new regime when it comes in 2018, 2019. So it may well be that the fixed cost rules will apply to cases issued on or after the date of reform, i.e. so those going into litigation, embarking upon new claims, will know that they are going to be subject to fixed costs. The upside, it means that you know what you are in for if you lose. The downside, you know what costs you're going to get